Ken, Michelle Chelsea Tottenham Hotspur game no. I want and them come on no me shall say the free. Na a gamer right after the game, what we should game be clearly you could see say Chelsea dominated the game. Thomas Frank Babon saying or say on Kaiser will coach game one. We have less chances of winning the game that Jesus our game. Let's just say Chelsea did something extraordinary because for the opponent coach to first of all admit to say Chelsea bobo channel on coachy Emma Obin brother said that Chelsea did well. Chelsea restricted Tottenham Hotspur to just one shot on target or Tottenham fee. It's a tiny game anymore. A man Tottenham Hotspur coach I can't say someone. That is what we need to find out. Now, Emrebi 2008, 2009, 2010, 11 and 12. Pep Guardiola team. Now, at the amount for Taka for Pep Guardiola team, they say 6 seconds rule. What you bought for Chelsea at Barcelona, also 6 seconds, as I saw, or you bought it back, and if you will say 6 seconds to retrieve the ball. Into the attacker, sir. Now, interview the Pep Guardiola see, yes, the pressing game of Barcelona is good. Name one thing people fail to also see, they say, sir, Barcelona jiboni di free opponent in semwa. Omutimi kuta boni ye pa. Meboa. But people normally discuss the pressing game. They don't discuss how Barcelona are able to keep the ball. It's me can you say for pressing game to work, 2 conditions needs to be applied and it needs to work. First condition, you need to have proper and coordinated pressing. You see, second condition, what pressing here, na first condition it take care. The second condition is that you need to keep the ball well. Se never new conditions when you ye juma, na say would seem no are complete. Governor me do what I say. Now, first condition pressing yendi san common. Okay. Chelsea realizes say Tottenham game na all bono or the Paulinho, Bentake, Matasa, 3 players way and a big fee. So Chelsea matched them with James, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez physicality because when him said Tottenham, Eddie one day and never game anymore. In my more examples be yes start second. For me come minutes 19 I mean you did go home. Tottenham Hotspur decided say obe pass the ball from the back. This is how Chelsea decided to press them. Pedro Neto. Nejumana say obe jina Van de Ven in chain. On man in progressible. Joao Pedro, Ejumana say, obe make sure so obe press down so. James Ebejina Bentake so. Enzo Fernandez, Paulinho, Garnacho, also so Ebejina Pedro Porro so. Net say man-to-man pressing and a Chelsea area. Watch this very well. 19th minutes. Share baby a Joao Pedro, Gina. This is how Chelsea for starts a snake freebar. Say yeah, press here. Joao Pedro. Press the goalkeeper in such a way the only option you will have is to give the ball to Kevin Danso. Because Van de Ven, it's me progressive ball ni pa. And see, don't get the ball to Van de Ven because ball be Van de Ven never hacking. Danso there, on Sunday into me carry ball ni biasa, into the trigger is Danso, mama ball ni kodi Danso. See, mama, 19th minutes. Kevin Danso the progressive ball. Watch this. Cucurella is also on Mohamed Kudus. Moises Caicedo is on Matasa. Malo Gusto is on Xavi Simons. In this situation, I am man-to-man. First example. Bono, Joao Pedro, idea and say, press the goalkeeper, my ball for me, Kevin Danso. Kevin Danso, the ultimate and progressive ball. They make me ball back. Na ya bobo na ye pese ebo no me more example bio for me call the 30th minute na hwade me no bon say a similar pattern and it's me catch say coaching plays major role in European football. Ken me ba cho me ni nkomo yi pa minute 30 den na wo ball no Tottenham air pass the ball from the back. Ball kuta wine. Kevin Danso. To say them show on the minutes 19 into ball no say I'm a born be Kevin Danso. Send a bear Chelsea can do their proper pressing. Mama, 2 examples. Okay. Yanko minutes 32. I'm giving you series of examples. Who say Adeno Buapayo. Again, Joao Pedro and over press goalkeeper. Said a goalkeeper, you will not have any option to pass the ball to Kevin Danso. Mama, 3 examples. No. Yanko second half. Minute 52. Watch this. Chelsea pressing pattern no the same. Omuma goalkeeper ne pass the ball in the back Kevin Danso. So I've given you a series of examples. Kevin every game anymore on the 68th minute. Even Christian Romero by for me because it's the first minute. Chelsea were doing the same thing again. You see, I'm pressing no. A coordinated, bro. This is coordinated press. Anytime catch yourself for a team to have a perfect game, first of all, your pressing should be coordinated. Bro, you can't just press, no, also coordinated. No, there's a style I say when you be so up press or you press on in the such a manner. Born ye beje, ye bekuta born ye. Issue number 2. Tottenham Hotspur. And I know PG4 say. Super Cup no omo chiro papa unim throwing Tottenham nya throwing bia Kevin Danso kofa ball na ninsa no or 2 hours spring nation. So Chelsea had a plan. Tottenham almost in him throwing to power, but Chelsea Wolverhampton understood throwing and Asha Chelsea. Sunderland to throwing and Asha Chelsea. Brentford to throwing and Asha Chelsea. In all these situations, Chelsea had 11 players defending that throw incident. But again, Chelsea is a son. Instead of putting all the 11 players inside the box, or the 3 players, Tottenham was for 4.5. Send a bear, or Chibon or a transition, so Tottenham cannot put in more players there. It's a game, coach and son, you might pa. Congratulations, I think, sir. Game your coach, Maresca, a boy. Chelsea had chances. And one was say, Boa Chelsea boy right from minutes 1 to minutes 90. Na Chelsea ain't Mianshe Bebre. A unfortunate. Well, anyway, let's move on. Okay. Real Madrid and Valencia, they made Simia catch on a second. This might sound controversial, but I'm some show. So Madrid, a bit Simia Champions League. They will need fully fit Vinicius Jr. playing at his best. Without Vini, a bad day for Real Madrid to win the Champions League. Last year, Carlo Ancelotti, na Madrid Bobo ni bebre were left to war. 2-3 years ago, Sana Madrid parts in this city. Into once Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, omo pass ball no hosa no major Dani Carvajal on kwa right wo. Into omo pass ball no left to us, no more switch play. Echo Dani Carvajal, 1 quick cross, Madrid a show. Afi and Sasai. Semenya Kent Menya we need the Achewa. This season so far, still Madrid are operating on the left. Should be told, me come on to credit Achel say. None of Madrid players this say. Any bit in your bobo to say the Vinicius Junior elbow left was a Vini. Sabo ne Barca or Boboa. None of them. Ken, I doubt. Ken, TMU. Madrid star now or Mobono. See, that is the difference of move. Madrid star now or Mobono. Kylian Mbappe. There a man of ball left toward GD. Normally, in fact, we go to the French national team at those days. Almost 1 center forward or so. He occupies the spaces anymore. Then Kylian Mbappe takes on. Madrid needs a traditional number 9 be. Into Madrid style, no. Kylian Mbappe on the left, and body ye pa. Sorry, Vinicius Junior on the left, and body ye pa. Inti penalty no, they come out Vini no. I'm on phone pipe down kakra. Okay. Meaning say Kylian Mbappe knows this very well. Say, Ononkwa cannot carry Real Madrid to win the Champions League. He knows this. At this stage, a quine biaswa. And was some Madrid for Qualcro, Vini, Ama, Vini, Borde, Bano. And this time, there's a some way, and come crying a time, babe. And come crying a Fibri and answer Matana. This is the time for him to make the mistakes. Inti Vini nyebo, sorry, Kylian Mbappe nyebo ne so de ball ne ma Vinicius Junior. Vini our problems more difficulties more. But as I said this time, let him make all the mistakes. And one Vinicius Junior the form ne ba. Kylian Mbappe will score more goals. Obedi di Vini ho. Because Vini se uko chanwa penalties do do na wine able. Anyam Kylian Mbappe able. Vini se ne ball ne ba na o create chances so wine say go. Anya Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe knows say Vini form ne ba and ono so be share more goals. It's allowed. Barcelona ni Elche. They made Timia Canon second. It was suspected Barcelona will beat Elche. Nemo goals are Barcelona conceded. I don't like it. I say Barca conceded so many goals. It is too much. Meninje and I think say as soon as possible. Minim say Roger Sheshini and also so lose so formal because they say organization of the back four crack issues. It maybe we would have to wait for Juan Garcia to come back. Now, they are no problem. But for now, Barca, and now it was a good win. Nemo goals now Omu conceding will not help Barcelona. Afe, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Manchester City, Bournemouth, Enyema Mienu. Share some year penya. By this time, my 7-2 coaches be will be office. Bournemouth coach Andoni Areola. Any Unai Emery kama seme on Unimadi. Pierre Kain Erling Haaland. Adia mani timi ball pa ne se woman is space e we chirewa. Ne strength eno. Because our pace e change center backs na wo premiership. Okay, maybe Van de Ven. Say ya ball ne dia tum one Erling Haaland okwakofa. Inti adia teams e dey stop Haaland na say omo man is space. But Bournemouth strangely decided to have a high line against Manchester City. That is how and why Haaland took advantage. Many go na Haaland say na. Then you ask yourself, say, no more Jeden, Bournemouth for Jeden. Can me patch or your television is what? And you say BBS City say be a pongo. Bournemouth above high line out to the thing say we just center line no crowd. Now we say ya. You are giving advantage for Erling Haaland to punish you. It is style and a system now, coaches, and the quality to Bournemouth. It was absolutely wrong. Dear Tosubio, Liverpool coach are complaining several times to say, long balls on to me. Then, strangely, Aston Villa versus Liverpool. Aston Villa for nya baller. Afei ena Ezra Konsa no webiem. Na Pau Torres ebiem. Na Luka Denye biem. Na Cash. Na Emiliano Martinez pass ball from the back. Meanwhile, we all know say Liverpool team no ball long balls on to me. Aston Villa nkoyesa and omo pass ball from the back. Omo born Liverpool still they kept on doing that. Two coaches see Mansour Masi. Not some Manchester United Ken. They didn't kind. They may need J for Manchester United and say it is very, very difficult to score corner goals against Nottingham. Because almost center backs in Milikovic and Murillo almost so. First of all, the positive aspects of Manchester United, they say, the set pieces and a share are 2 goals. Though, corner kick, first one and then corner. Savona, Bono, and Cock, but it's all good. Nemo, okay. Manchester United went off. 2 minutes, bro, they went off. Now, go now. Gibbs White share and person me can some kakra. Ken. Last season, Amad Diallo. Oh, per Manchester United best players arguably. You be grabbing to me argue the man because Bo Amad Diallo ball last season. Na he played as a number 10. Seldom Lenebia no a right wing back. Say Obo right wing back who is doing well. And yemani yaminu. Some Manchester United be dominating games or be bopa. Name I am beginning to feel say teams the so attacking Manchester United no more crosser. First of all, Manchester United left one. Omumienu Diego Dalot ne Dogu omuntu mienu ntimi ntwatew. Inti teams no kojina ono mo ya crosser omo targeting the far right far post where Amad Diallo is because the ball for wiem a non contest ontimi mfa me fa chon komana we di what I say inti on the ball ne kuta Amad Diallo ball ne kuta Manchester United Amad plays well name om se ball ne kuta omo a essa boy ne so no na we boss our position ne dia. Manchester United should be very careful because teams are beginning to see this. Omo ball not to last poll or no matter target Amad for air balls. Either Amad adapts to his role or people are going to adapt by using him. No, that's not associated set pieces.
Premier League in the set piece on somebody again.
Some United supposed to have
Nah.
The Premier League, the Mayan.
Oh,
so we could travel to Granusu.
There be any so true.
Sir, Grasset Merchant, Arsenal is over to me a corner kick.
Throwing in now.
Corner kick. Brentford Bishop through. So many out.
Throwing in now, and one say what head you over for now.
Someone about him, Bokutu.
Aye, but we should understand. Back in some born and yes, star back open here. Football is dynamic. Time be it, Mrs.
And I'm going to police at him.
Now you didn't attend because at that time, now you're weird. Now you won't be that. But I know. Yes, we are seeing the president than them one also when any be better than we are about Chewari. Into teams in them who say, at the end of California, no more results.
That's not funny, so good.
And that's the long one.
This is okay,
I'm gonna the bar recently. But I'm gonna soon think attention almost. But the team think to understand that money yebi. Now no other wolves in Chelsea wolves yebi.
That's a Ghana so sir. In the book room, and they are called Cabana.
Now, Obi Amin person mo beka bi kwa in Liverpool.
I don't mind.
Liverpool dey need some beka bi kwa. Ken, only say 2018-2019. Liverpool na first team okofa throw in coach ba Premier League. Yes. Omo na first team.
Almost a complaint.
Omo dey throw because ene omo ntimi nye e na e kotia omo. Enti ade na mre bi atwa omo benefit ye no. Today they are talking against it just because ene no omo ntimi nye biom. Enti no ni ade ese so omo hwe. No omo se so omo adwene free ho because today it is working for some certain clubs. Papa ne friend Thomas Groenmark 2018-2019 Liverpool na den ba Premier League in pro in coach and I'm go fan by more nkasa they started it. Ken Spanish La Liga Barcelona after a poor performance against Real Madrid now all losing in the El Clasico. Next game our boy Elche everybody is expecting say at least the Clasico na anye na niam ankon kan am fama wa against Elche there a manageable game at Barcelona team for 3 points. For the first time in so many years, maybe 2 years or so, Barcelona a book game in the Spanish La Liga what conceded a year possession to the opponent. Elche played 51% of the game, Barcelona about 49. But we are saying the most important thing in the game is Barcelona ball in a year. There weren't a lot of talking points, but there were certain positives from the Barcelona part. One of the positives is one player this season. Obo game kwampa nipa bebre na nigidi wom. But whenever he gets the opportunity or tries to prove a point, Ronaldo Araujo. The last time we saw him coming from the bench, Ebe won the 3 maximum points. Edema Barcelona against Girona. A very difficult game for the Barcelona team. Against Real Madrid and so. Onya kakra, but the performance he gave, the entire Barcelona team performance, then Chedan Papa Bia. But the game against Elche, on only Barcelona defender, who say Oputi breaks. On Andre Silva, Elche striker, that's Elche number 9. he handled him very well and making sure say Abrante didn't even have in the defensive line of Barcelona. One player standing out with the performance for me was Ronald Araujo. Barcelona team, one positive aspect into a bear when they say we've been complaining to Barca numbers and that's what it. Now what the year comparison. The first 8 matches of the Spanish La Liga this season, and then the first 8 matches of the Spanish La Liga last season, all the total one. And yes, Barcelona defense and they are so poor. No problem I want to say. Barcelona attack into me goals this season to say last season. Me na ebeja to say injuries. How Barcelona bobo ko pa. 80 players are last season no more numbers. Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, even Lamine Yamal this season. Almost performance, is being crippled with injuries. We pra no aba, and a whole lot into affected the Barcelona attack. Fortunately or unfortunately, attack now into each other goes, the game against Elche. Barcelona anymore, Rantiemi and Sano Mujina Hormon, Obia Timina go. Edema Barcelona Bobo Kono, Marcus Rashford Eshaye, Ferran Torres Eshaye, Lamine Yamal, and so after the poor performance against Real Madrid. And so Babenya go in the game against Elche. It's a fortunate thing for Barcelona. Say at least a positive sign. Say nipa train now anymore. In the absence of Rafinha, Robert Lewandowski Benya a cameo make us a minute do, but at least only 100% in it. Unchela the best. But Omo Mudin can Ginaman San Omuni free bench did the job for Barcelona. And one player me born Abasopa Femi Lopez. Cannot and young one was our brand any film. The whole stadium remember standing ovation. The kind of performance are ordained. Apart from top 3 players, no Mushe goes on also assisted twice. So when you obi, I don't remember in place of Danny Olmo, Yenim Danny Olmo qualities. But Femi Lopez has been that player. Almost every time Obenya opportunity, say 1 minute in front of Obenya, he proves the point to the Barcelona team, the fraternity, the technical team, and Obia. So our quality, it's a man of more minutes. And yesterday's game was no exception. 2 assists in the game. He only lasted 66 minutes on the field of play. One more, but all free mono. Obi owo park ni to be en branch any more more. Omo nyina sorry ball mun sam de ma branch. Clearly, a share more more about dynasty. Kudos to Barcelona. The most important thing omo here. Ewo game ni mu. E na omo nya ye no. So obenya 3 points. Na what signs one winning. Na the confidence na lose against Real Madrid. And so about back no gather momentum to play the Champions League and then games are a twice or ever. So kudos to them for getting the 3 maximum points. Ken, moving on. Premier League, about 10 matches. Premier League, Sunderland has 11 goals. Premier League, Aston Villa has 9 goals. Premier League, Newcastle has 10 in the Premier League. Fulham has 12. Premier League, Everton has 9. Leeds United has 9. Burnley has 12. West Ham has 10. Wolves and Nottingham Forest. Obiasha 7. Teams are bo mudin eyama do. Ken. Sa teams 10 way. Collectively, omu goals o ma share na mabono. Erling Braut Haaland single-handedly ashe goals to change teams we nyina. Haaland nkwa. Ashe goals. E dey change teams makoma 10 way. Ama bo mu nyina adin no. Erling Braut Haaland matena se ana me bisa me ho say. Why is the player doing all this in a season? About 10 matches, watch 13 goals in the league. Unrelenting. On show sign be asani money baba be confirm. The watch and say, on your minutes ni become on your time ni become no emprank wadia. Probably obetimi better than the previous season. On no carry Manchester City bobo on, and he deserves that kind of attention. Now me tina say na me shame na me hu say Abrante and niam bi awaye ni in the past ken. Die onim ye. And I also look at this season. Am I home? Erling Braut Haaland chance here in the Bundesliga. Now Oshe goes in the power. Even in the Bundesliga at the point of the Champions League, by a top scorer. So the world knew him. And we say Abrante be a player or born homoding. But a lot of people had doubts in the player. So Bundesliga ni more for anything that Haaland to one of my urban homoding. The moment yes, okay, extraordinary talent be and it's also in bar Umbra La Liga. Ombra Serie A, Ombra Premier League, not the Oyeno, on Simra Meye. Abrante steps in the Premier League. The 4th season of Premier League in Mini. Now the entire America said, the Oyen is a Siano, a Yadi Onimie, and a Oshamukinama and the same. The 1st season of Premier League in Mino. About 10 goals in the Premier League, Ken. No, I said 15 league goals. In 2022-2023 season, first 10 matches in the Premier League, which is 15. The following season, which is 2023-2024, first 10 matches in the Premier League, no was 11. Premier League. After that, 2024-2025 season, which is last season, the first 10 matches in the Premier League now was 11. And at this season, 2025-2026, the first 10 matches of the Premier League was 13 goals. Premier League. It's it is not by fluke and not by chance. Name them repeatedly. A idea sense of stepping foot English Premier League. Why ya no dia baba pim samre and all twaso. And that is why I'm saying, say, the oil and nano is a clear testament of what he has been doing already. Now, we shemu kenana the actually in 2025-2026 season, and you too much expect. And our brand and about went to me and she go against Tottenham, Premier League, and against Aston Villa in the Premier League. These are the only 2 games I went to me and she for both club and country. Was shot 26 goals since the 2025-2026 Premier League started. And this is a proper goal machine. And I'm happy anytime I see him win because nipa doubting abra on my Premier League. So didn't who this on Umbra Premier League no na me ken bobre and ho and our bar o take league by storm na o chire obi ase ball no mbo ken Tottenham ne Chelsea no me hu ade ba ko clearly na Tottenham nya ready so ba win game no yes football no e about system ne tactics approach how the be wram no wo show opponent ne de no one map your strategy betimi abitu opponent ne de ansa na watimi awin so betimi aya this will show opponent. One map your strategy be beating it and son what him ya winning. Chelsea bar game into about press high. No press man to man. And no more day Paris Saint-Germain Bobo Koro. Our club World Cup finals anymore. Paris Saint-Germain is also your team of press very high. Any man to man. If the Chelsea decide they say, I'm pressing on with your body we are. The Omo Bayern some beat the Paris Saint-Germain high press. To beat the press, what are you going to do? I also call for long balls. Into omra also na ball na kwa ko sinechi Tottenham and Chelsea press high or ball na control game no but Tottenham ball na chinchina kind they want to build from the back or person pia ball no actually and then no nam so a
Richarlison team range no Jomo Banfa
ken
because Richarlison no team
Colomwani in the start here
and Kukurea so or the Colomwani
yes
Colomwani in the start here
yes
born the first one team
yes
Kukurea so we your friend is Kudus was left here and a right also I think say James Yamana was super middle one on the boy
yeah pa na dia ba ko ne say Kukurea from Mohamed Kudus that is very true all tormenting wo game anymore. But robot direct pass at the manual. Kuku be free in same time bia. So you look for spaces for the player. Say ba say yen communicate dia un kitabo min kitabo.
You want space you know which mama say creativity na bala. Kono so talk I think say this season omon can answer me. Oya well sign.
Xavi Simons. Oh ni ti ye. Ni ti ye say obo Tottenham. Around 70 or so.
Netherlands will be on fire.
I think it was 51 million pounds. Yes, 51 million pounds.
But don't you cry?
Until me more. And it's here say on more Manchester United.
Or more piano to from or top from easy.
It's here say on more Manchester. Senkabo ya oboy. Imbo mo ne ba ya na amfa no mo boss abo na anka Manchester United e wu. The first game of Bodema Tottenham, he performed very well. And today, if you say, I dare not James Madison a year free team. No,
no, Krana will be able but Tottenham star on one day. You do maybe I said this already. I'm modern so team.
Can I jump on the Crampa? There were a lot of times that game normally Chelsea boy, and there were 40 passes from him, locating the teammates in Ababa. Can Premier League, you know, it needs physicality. I was so bit physical. And the tactics in the system are not Tottenham the big game anymore. No more beating the Chelsea press, no more results. And Chelsea too was too wasteful. The coach has to work on that. And I am say after the game, João Pedro Jitum say what should go there, but say chances pa and we'll be making sure so be working on that because chances no munya you know. And come share be 4 and 5 can come Chelsea.
João Pedro say coach na kasa on strike. Go fan check and the manager and I can't say